Welcome to the Coach Toolbox. I'm your host, Dr. Ajay Nangalia, a leadership coach and counselor. This channel supports your professional and personal development as a leader with research-based and practice-focused learning. And we bring you the best career and life advice from guests who've been there and done that successfully. And now, our session today. Hi, and welcome to this conversation on understanding how a tomato can help us stay focused on task completion. So we're going to talk today about Pomodoro technique. So if you're like me, struggling with tasks, with procrastinating on tasks that need to get done, especially things that are important but don't really give you a dopamine rush, examples could be getting started on a report or a project or doing documentation, wading through study material, and so on. Well, today's conversation is really going to help you. Because if you're like me, in addition to struggling with starting time difficulties, I have a hard time staying focused and attentive on the task at hand. You see, being a digital addict, it's only a few seconds, not even minutes, before my hand and eye wanders longingly to social media feeds or checking messages, hoping for a homeopathic dose of dopamine. So one of the techniques that I've researched as part of my quest to deal with my attention deficit behavior is the Pomodoro technique. And over the last few months of experimenting with it, I've been able to adapt it to a place where I can focus on a task for a burst of 15 minutes at a time. And the goal, according to the founder of the Pomodoro technique, is 25 minutes. So I'm getting close. Let's talk about this technique and see how we can adapt it to make it work for you. The Pomodoro technique was developed in the late 1980s by Francesco Cirello. According to his technique, work is broken down into chunks of 25-minute intervals. And after each work period of 25 minutes, you take a short break of 5 minutes. You combine a few of these 25-minute Pomodoro chunks, and after you've done about 3 or 4, you can take a longer break. The iconic picture of the tomato comes from the fact that the timer that Francesco used to time his work intervals was a tomato-shaped kitchen timer, and he used this when he was a student. So Pomodoro is Italian for tomato. And now there's a whole industry around these cute tomato-shaped timers and, of course, endless apps and software to help you time your work and rest intervals. So irrespective of what you use to track time, the essence of the Pomodoro technique is to break down the project or task that you're supposed to get done into manageable chunks of 25 minutes, and then take a planned short break of 5 minutes and try and get as many of these work chunks done as your time permits. Understand that there's nothing magical about the number 25. You can make it longer or shorter depending on what works best for you. As I started experimenting with it at first, I'd set the timer for 25 minutes, but found myself getting distracted after a few minutes and then often staying distracted till the timer rang. So I started with work chunks of 10 minutes and have now come to 15-minute chunks in which I can stay focused. I take a 5-minute break to get a digital hit and then restart once the break time is over and the alert bell rings. It's taken me lots of effort to train myself to get to 15 minutes because in the beginning I could do no more than 5, and it's taken me quite a few weeks to get here. So work with time intervals that suit you and be patient and compassionate with yourself. You could use a Tabata timer on your phone quite effectively to plan your work and break intervals and even set the number of cycles you plan to do. As I've settled into this technique, here are some of the benefits that I've found. It's much easier now to complete tasks that I used to procrastinate on. So if there's some work that I know will take a couple of hours, then I just plan to break it into Pomodoro chunks and it seems much easier to get through. Perhaps because the breaks are planned. Small Pomodoro chunks are also increasing my ability to concentrate and stay focused on a task. And it creates an element of fun and excitement around the tasks that normally are a bit tedious. And announcing the Pomodoro time to myself and those around me makes it easier for the family system to support me and stay on track.
And it's great fun if you can work with a family member or a colleague and use the Pomodoro technique together. When my partner and I first started this, we used the same timer, but quickly found that we had more flexibility if we each used a separate timer. This way, we each were in the same space and held the energy of focus and discipline for each other, but could work on intervals that were suited to each individual and the task at hand. So feel free to experiment and make it fun as you adapt to make it work for you. I found it helpful to block a chunk of time in the morning or afternoon at a coffee shop and plan to complete 3 or 5 Pomodoro chunks for that morning or afternoon. I even decide in advance what I will cover in that time. It could be working on new podcast scripts or doing research for new training or just completing admin stuff. Planning the time on my Outlook and then ticking off the Pomodoro chunks completed gives me a sense of accomplishment and a dopamine hit. So as we bring our conversation to a close, I'd like to encourage you to experiment with the Pomodoro technique for yourself. I'm pretty confident that you too will find its benefits in ways that work for you. And remember to adapt the process to suit your style and need. And before we go, remember to subscribe to this channel and listen to the previous episodes on this channel. They are all designed to give you a significant edge in your journey towards mastery. And let me know if I can support you in this journey as your coach or mentor. It would be a pleasure to work with you. Good luck.
And that's it for today. Thank you for listening. Please connect with us on coachtoolbox@gmail.com. We'd love to hear from you. And don't forget to follow, subscribe, and review this channel. Details of our ICF-approved coach training programs and our services as executive coaches and coaching supervisors are on www.globalcoachtrust.org. See you in our next session.